I'm chomping at the bit to get back and, like you say, feel like I'm doing my bit. One of the main reasons I want to get back is because I'm an A&E doctor. I'm relatively junior. I'm taking a year out between foundation and core training, but listening to my colleagues and seeing them on Facebook and social media, I think things are going to get worse within the foreseeable future, and I'm really keen to be back home to be helping out with that and sort of doing my part.
There was pretty much no warning, so we were all kind of just stranded at the airport with no kind of guidance or no one to turn to. But from what we can see from the British High Commissioner in New Zealand, she's working really, really hard to communicate with the Brits in the UK, the government there. We can see that they're pulling these doctors out and nurses out of retirement to get back, and I'm young and I'm willing to help and I'm able to help and I'm fully qualified, and I just can't get there. Which is really hard, because all I want to do is be back.
The only things we've been told is things that are on Twitter, which is basically to fill in a form and to wait. But we've had no support or anything at all, really, which is the saddest part, because other countries like Germany have already got flights going out on Tuesday, early as Friday, to get everybody out of the country, and we haven't heard anything. So we're basically banking on getting rescue flights from the UK, from the government, if possible, because we have no other way home. There's going to be so many people with heightened anxiety. There's going to be a lot of loneliness, so people with low mood. All my colleagues are still going to work into the office. They are risking themselves going out of isolation and going to work every day to make sure that we can maintain people's mental well-being. And obviously I could be another useful person instead of just sitting in a hostel miles away doing nothing.
I was sort of discussing it with my family, quite unsure what to do. It's sort of quite a stressful period because all these borders were shutting. I mean, I think the government could be doing more to try and get its citizens back. I think Germany, you have much way fewer people stranded here. I think the government has spent like 50 million on planes to sort of get all their citizens back from around the world. I think in comparison, the government's response has been pretty lacklustre.
There's a reason I became a doctor, and I'm lucky I'm not medically vulnerable myself, and no one in my household is, so I could go to work and risk getting what would probably be a fairly minor illness for me and for those in my household. And I'm very conscious I've got colleagues with premature babies and things like that I kind of want to save from taking some of the worst risks. Frankly, there's a few flights online through Singapore. I don't know if they're actually going ahead, but they're prohibitively expensive at the moment. If we do book a flight, it has to go ahead because they're sort of £4,000 or £5,000 at the moment, some of them for me and my partner, and we haven't got enough money to do that twice.
At the moment, we're staying in an Airbnb in Auckland that somebody managed to get organised for us. We don't know the people that own it. Someone phoned us and said, "Look, my flatmate's mum and dad have got this Airbnb. They want you to go there, and so you're safe. And don't worry about it. You can use it as long as you like, as long as you need." And that family have just been absolutely wonderful. If we can't get back, the kind of discussions that have been had so far is that it's going to be at least end of June, July, which is a huge amount of time should anything happen, and things are going to happen in the UK and Scotland, and we just want to be back.
And we're part of Facebook groups and Twitter groups and WhatsApp groups, and there are so many NHS surgeons, doctors, nurses who are all just desperate to get home to help, because while we're just sat here, we could actually be helping people, which is so frustrating.